Okay, I'm up on the windmill. This is the view, and here's the thing up here. So I can spin it. Here, I'll see if I can spin it. Hopefully you get a view here. It seems like it's not actually locked up, just the bottom part here. Maybe you can see that, maybe you can't. But the blades aren't locked up, just the output here. So maybe I could get that thing off. Maybe I can get it cleaned up. I don't know, kind of interesting. Okay, here's an update. I just went up and the windmill is actually not seized. So there's a cable that actually holds the brake and it holds the tail kind of together. Now, I'm not a windmill expert, so I don't really know what's going on, but I found the cable is like a brake that runs all the way down and it attaches right here. See, here's the cable, and this 2x4 is kind of like a lever, and the lever, see here, we'll zoom in right here on this mechanism right here. Well, there's not a great view with the sun. See, it pivots right here, and this is like a lever, and right now it's tied off. So I'm gonna try to untie it and open it up and see what happens. Could be interesting. The only problem is it has a bunch of vines growing on it, so I'm ripping the vines off. But then I should be able to get it open. We'll see what happens. Going up there, it has a lot of old fasteners and everything, and it looks super old, so it could be fun. Okay, maybe I should have recorded this live, but I got all the vines off and I pulled the lever and it kind of broke. You know, it's kind of old. But now the line is loose. There's a bunch of slack in it going all the way up, so the brake shouldn't be on. I may have to go up there and see, but I should be able to get it to move now, and that tail piece should open up. So let's go try. I've made it to the top. Here is where it attaches onto this pivot, and then it seems to do some stuff up there. So let me attempt here to push the lever up. Okay. Oh, it's spinning. Yeah, brother. Oh, okay, the brake is reapplying. Oh, it's spinning again. Look, it's spinning. Now that tail is not moving over, but it also has a spring that fell off. So I'm going to, you kind of experienced this live, but kind of not. It's actually spinning, but the weight of the cable is applying the brake, although it's not a lot. Now that tail, I guess, is probably to direct towards the wind. I think it'll open up with me directing it. So here, let me go a little bit higher. So I'm about as high as you can get here, and with the brake off, you know, I didn't have the camera rolling, but this thing started to spin pretty dang fast, and I've seen enough Final Destination to know what happens. So I put the brake back on. It looks like I see a, what would be maybe a drain port here, and let's see if I can record this without dropping my phone. So maybe you can fill this thing up with some oil somewhere around here. I imagine this gearbox is obviously completely dry. I see a grease fitting right there, but it'd be pretty sweet. I mean, this thing actually spins pretty good with the wind going. And it looks like this well pump arm will actuate and go up and down. I think I was just wrong about it being seized up. It just had the brake on. So This tail won't extend out because there's no spring. So I can manually do it, although I'd have to be hands-free. I don't really want to do that right now. I'm kind of holding on right down here for my dear life. You know, here's what it looks like down there. So, yeah, that's what we got to go off of. Here is some brand. Here's some branding right here. I don't know if you could make that out or not. I don't know. We'll see what I can do here. I feel like if I take the brake off, it's gonna go pretty well. It's kind of interesting. You know, if I wanted it to be functional again, I'd have to replace this linkage that goes from the top to the bottom, which at this point, that seems like a piece of cake after being up here. This is pretty dang high. So here's the brake mechanism right in here. Kind of how it works. Yeah, I'm gonna get down so I don't die, but I think maybe I can get it to work. Okay, I've successfully made it. Yeah, that's the top. So here's some of the components from it. It's like the pump and a drain and some sort of linkage. I need to clear off all this grass, but yeah, pretty crazy. This is obviously part of the linkage right here that broke up there. You know, maybe I clean all this up and then get an after shot. Also, there is lines running to here, 2 plugs, and then there's a light all the way up there, but as far as I could tell, there's no power to here, so I don't know where the power is coming from, or if there's just a different issue. But also, if you look all the way down here, this is disconnected, so you know there might be a lot of other problems. I tested this though, and I didn't have any voltage, so yeah, pretty crazy. Hey, check this out though. I just heard some squeaking, and the thing is spinning. Girl. Pretty crazy. Okay, so it's a nice day. Yeah, I have better things to do, but I'm motivated. So Brett might think this one's funny. The Redneck Engineering, if you want it to not move, but it moves, duct tape. If you want it to move, but it doesn't move, WD-40. I got the package. But if you want it to kind of move, but also not, what do you get? The bungee cord. So we're gonna do some real sophisticated stuff to get that thing to spin with all 3. Let's make it happen. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna solve is the brake. So whenever I move this cable, I don't know if you can see up there, but taking some pressure off the brake. So first, since we don't have a proper handle, we're gonna duct tape this, since there's a bunch of branches and since the lever's broken. So let's do that real quick. Check out how this brake works. So you pull this cable down. Oh man, I'm gonna need a wide angle. Here we go. You pull this down, and this arm actuates this collar. And this, here we'll zoom in on right here. Pretty cool. Of course, whenever you're standing right here next to it, not as cool. So here's where the duct tape comes in. We got the line tied off because the weight of the line was too heavy, so it wasn't allowing the brake to stay disengaged. We got the bungee cord on the tail to keep it aligned, I suppose, Although it's not right now, I need to put some more tension on it. And we got the WD-40 to make it happen. Okay, so this video kind of escalated from, you know, intriguing to comedy, but check this out. So, you know that, well, here, let's get a close-up of the bungee cord. Okay, here we go. It's in action. Okay, it's spinning pretty good with the brake completely disengaging, the WD-40. And check this out. Here's the linkage. You see as it spins? Well, it's getting some good wind now. Linkage is going up. Now it's coming down. It's probably hard to tell. I mean, from my perspective, it's definitely going up and down. I think it's fully functional. If you have no reference, it's hard to tell it's going up and down. But when you have a reference, you could tell. And yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm not totally sure on all this stuff and if it works. So I guess you would have a linkage and it would feed in through here, and it would have to pump this up and down. There might be some stuff broken, but maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe. Okay, so I got this a little bit cleaned off, not a ton. This is try to get some of the weeds out. This is a concrete pad here, as you could tell. I don't know, maybe like 3 feet by 4 feet or something. Now, as far as I can tell, there's nothing special about this. Now, the reason I wanted to record is because I might have made a discovery, and I'd like to look at it live so you can get my reaction. So here is some boards. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Okay, now we're getting serious. Whoa. Okay. Let's this is crazy. Let's get this thing off. Okay. Let me just see if I can set my phone right here for a second. Okay. Throw that thing over. Sorry, you're probably not getting any of this. Okay. Here's the door. Let's check it out. Whoa. Okay, so there's a little ladder in here and everything. So this must be the well head, if you will. Is that capped? I guess. Keep in mind I'm reaching my arm down as far as I can right now, so you could probably see better than me. So this concrete thing I'm on is actually, let's see if I can get a better view. Well, here's where the action is at though. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Hopefully I don't drop my phone. This is crazy. Zoom back out. Okay, so should I go in there? I guess there's not a lot left to see. So there must be a hole. Oh yeah, sure enough. Right here. Where the linkage would go through. Yeah, there's just so much grass and stuff over it. So that hole would then go basically right here towards me. It might not look like it because of the, I have a wide angle right now. Looking straight down, I think that notch would go right here and the linkage would go down through there. Well, this is interesting. Let me know what you think. So I got the cover back on. Probably no way you can see that now, right? Here, let's see if we can zoom in. Maybe just a little bit, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, oh, it's quite a bit different than it did before. Crazy. So, I think that's my windmill adventure for the day. Yeah, if I want to restore it or whatever, there's probably quite a bit work left to do. But, pretty cool. I think that's all we got for today, kids. One last look. Crazy. Something that you'd probably never appreciate or really care about, but it's going.